Hey guys, this is Rebecca Peterson, and I am so excited to talk to you guys today about how to present. So we're going to talk about how to present classes and one-on-ones. Now, I know sometimes when you first start the business, this is really scary. Trust me, it was for all of us, but I promise we are going to alleviate that today, and I'm going to show you just how easy and fun this can be, okay? So you guys are going to be rock stars at this at no time, I promise. So let me share my screen, and we will get started. And I am going to turn my video off because it does get in the way of some of the slides. So, stop video. Okay, great. So, how to present. Okay, so let's talk about some tips for successful presenting. Okay, so first of all, you are going to want to schedule your one-on-ones and classes, right? So that is very important because we need to have people to present to. And another reason that this is important, guys, is because we don't sell kits and oils on the fly, right? So you're not going to be at your cousin's birthday party and trying to sell a kit because they're honestly not in a frame of mind to purchase at that time. So they're not really at a place where they can make purchasing decisions. So it's really important that we get these appointments and classes scheduled and get them there. Okay, so you're going to practice your verbiage. So I love to tell people in the beginning, just sit your family down, your husband, your kids, and you're going to practice these scripts. Okay, so it's super easy. You can even do it in front of a mirror if you want to. So you're just going to practice, and in no time, you guys, these are so simple that in no time you're going to be super comfortable talking to people. Okay, so you're going to give an agenda and remove pressure to buy. That's very important. You are always going to give them an agenda because people want to know what to expect, right? So it's only fair. They want to know what to expect with this presentation, and you're going to immediately remove that pressure to buy. And it's going to make them more comfortable, and it's going to make you feel a lot more confident as well. Okay, so what are you going to bring to your class or one-on-one? Of course, you're going to take your script, and you guys, it's okay to use these when you're first starting out. So you sometimes you could just tell people maybe, hey, I want to make sure I stay on track. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read the company story, right here off of the script, and they're going to be okay with that, and that's going to help you to feel more comfortable. And before you know it, you're going to be able to do this without a script for sure. And then you're going to take your kit menus. So you're going to make sure you have all the different kit menus with you. You're going to be able to print those off. You're going to take the top 10 oils, of course, and you're also going to take the LOV pack. So this is totally personal preference, but I personally do take the Lifelong Vitality pack because that is such a key part to overall health and wellness. And we have a large majority of my team taking the Lifelong Vitality pack, and it has really transformed their lives, and they absolutely love it. So I do personally take the Lifelong Vitality pack. You're going to take the Deep Blue Rub. You're going to take your diffuser. So I love to take my doTERRA diffuser. You, of course, want to turn it on. And I really like to diffuse one of the top 10 oils in a kit because people never, always somebody says, wow, that smells amazing. What is it? And so then you're going to be able to say, hey, guess what, Sally? You're going to get that oil in your kit, okay? My personal preference is On Guard because, one, you never know who's bringing colds and germs into your class, right? And it's going to help keep everybody's immune system in a good state. And also because it smells like Christmas. And so people typically love the smell of On Guard. You're going to have notepads and pens, so you can get those cheap at the dollar store, but this is so they can take notes. You want to make sure they all have paper and pen to take notes, but you want to make sure you do as well because you're going to be taking notes. So you're going to have the enrollment forms. You want to highlight the areas they're going to need to complete. And I love to take the Living Magazine, you guys. These are so amazing for people to see. They're a lot of fun. They're very pretty. They have lots of great tips and recipes and oil information. And I love that it introduces them to the co-impact sourcing and healing hands. Okay, so love to have some Living Magazines that everybody can take home. All right, so a successful class, we're going to, number one, as we mentioned, set the agenda. Two, we're going to talk about their health goals. We're going to use the phrase, what else, very often. We're going to address the issues that we just discussed with them. We're going to offer them 2 kit options, and then we're going to write up their order or troubleshoot. Okay, so what does our presentation agenda look like? It's going to start with pleasantries, right? So just a little break in the ice. That's going to take approximately 7 minutes. Then we're going to give our agenda. That should take a minute or less. We're going to go over their health goals, so their specific needs, and that's going to take approximately 5 minutes. And then we're going to give them the company story, and I'm really excited to tell you guys about the company story. That's going to take about 3 minutes, and then we're going to take about 10 minutes to go over the top 10 oils. So that's going to be 1 minute per oil. Okay, then we're going to do the initial closing, which will take about 3 minutes. We're going to help them to make a decision. That should take approximately 5 minutes. Then we're going to write up their order. We're going to either write up the order form or put it into your laptop in the computer if you're working with a one-on-one and you want to just go ahead and enter it right then. And then about 5 minutes to wrap up. So your total presentation time should be about 44 minutes max. So this has been huge for me with this Emerge training, because when I started my business, I didn't have Emerge training, and I am one that loves to teach. So I just love teaching people about these oils. But I would tend to have my classes at an hour and a half long, right? And so I know I lost a lot of people during that time because it was just too much information. I was giving them information they did not need yet, right? And they were getting on information overload, and sometimes I just kind of checked out and got tired. So this has really helped me keep my presentations and appointments to 35, 45 minutes. Okay, so we're going to talk about the pleasantries. That's about 7 minutes long, as we mentioned, and this is just going to be where you introduce yourself. You're going to thank them for coming. If you're in a class, you're going to let everyone chit-chat. This will be approximately, as we said, 5 to 7 minutes. This is just kind of a great way to break the ice. And then we're going to go right into the agenda. So you're going to say, today we're going to talk about your health goals, a little bit about the company, and our most popular oils. My part will take approximately 30 minutes. You don't have to buy anything, but if you see something you like, I'll help you order it today. So it's awesome to give them the agenda right up front. Now they know what to expect. You've told them they don't have to buy anything, so you've alleviated that pressure, and it's made both of you feel more comfortable, right? And you've assured them that if they see something they like, you're absolutely going to help them order it. Okay, so now we go into their health goals. You guys, this is really, really important. This is kind of a key component here. And you're going to say, before we get started, catch me up. What are some of your health goals? Okay, so we don't sell scents. I know a lot of people get excited about essential oils because they smell good, but that's not what we do. Okay, we're not into selling scents. We're into selling solutions, because as you and I know, these oils do so much more than smell good, right? So we need to find out, what are their pain points? What do they need help with? Do they struggle with headaches? Do they struggle with sleep? Do they struggle with stress? What are their specific pain points? And then we're going to help offer solutions for that. Okay, so you're going to ask them, what are some of your health goals? And as they start to tell you your health goals, you're going to want to use the phrase, what else, often, because typically the first health goal they give you is not really their true pain point, right? So we want to dig deep and say, what else? And you also want to make sure you ask them, what about your family? Is there anybody in your family that you would like to address some health goals with? Okay. Now, occasionally you're going to have the rare person that comes to you and says, you know what, I'm completely healthy. My entire family is healthy. We have absolutely zero health goals. Okay. So don't get floundered at this, right? Don't get all nervous. It's okay. So typically what I like to do is say, oh, that is amazing. I am so excited for you. Let's keep you that way, right? And then I'll say, you know, a lot of my customers, sometimes the things that they're looking to address are things like stress. You know, even just everyday life occasionally gets a little bit stressful. And so they want to find some oils that will help them to reduce stress. How does that sound to you? And see if maybe they can just relate to some things that most people deal with. I also like to talk to them in terms of prevention. So if they have kids, I'll say, you know, a lot of my customers, they also have kids in school like you do, and I know that they really are into preventing things like colds and flus that just run rampant in schools. Would that be something you'd be interested in learning more about? Okay, so kind of give them some ideas if they're kind of stuck on what their health goals may be. Okay, then you're simply going to ask them what you already know about doTERRA, and you're going to sit quietly and listen. Then you're going to say, so really quickly, I want to share with you a little bit about doTERRA and why that's the company I represent. Okay, so now you guys, we're going to go into the company story. Having a company story is hugely important. Okay, I know when I first started my business, I would always tell people my story. I wanted to tell them why the oils are so amazing for me and all the different things they've helped our family with. But really, people don't care about my story because this needs to be about them. So we want to really focus on them and how we have solutions for their health needs. And so by sharing the company story, we're going to just kind of show them how doTERRA can help help them find solutions for their needs, okay? And so this is really, really important. So we're going to walk through the different phases of the company story, and you're going to make this your own as you go, but you do want to stick closely to these different sections. So the first one would be the company story headline. Okay, so that's going to be 1 to 2 sentences. So this is what a great headline. doTERRA is one of the largest essential oil distributors in the world. We work with families to use natural solutions for their everyday life. Okay, so just short, sweet. Then we're going to go into our transitional phrase. So that may be something like, moms turn to us when. Now, of course, if you're not talking to moms, you're not going to use that. If you're talking to a group of women and you're not sure if they're all moms, you could say women turn to us when, or men turn to us when, or families turn to us when. Okay, so you're going to gear this towards whatever whatever the group is you're talking to us. And then we're going to go into the issues that issues addressed. So their current approach, so moms turn to us when their current approach to health is not achieving the results it's supposed to. They are tired of using chemical concoctions on literally everything. They want more energy without the use of stimulants, which cause all kinds of side effects. Or maybe, like me, they're overwhelmed and confused with all the natural alternatives out there. Okay, so we're going to talk about what issues are being addressed. And again, you're going to make this your own and kind of gear it a little bit towards your audience of people you're talking to. Okay, and then we're going to talk about what does the company offer. Now, this needs to be very, very brief, you guys, because we just they don't want to know everything, right? So this is going to be very short and sweet. So it may sound like doTERRA offers a full line of essential oils to support your family's health goals, whatever they are. Okay, and then we're going to talk about what makes us stand out. Okay, so we're going to say doTERRA has raised the bar in the essential oil industry. There are no fillers, solvents, or artificial ingredients. They grow their plants in their ideal environment, and the oils go through 5 levels of testing to ensure they are pure and potent. This means when you see a doTERRA label, you can be assured that you will see the highest health benefits from using the oils. Okay, so we just briefly stated what makes us stand out. We don't ever want to talk negative about another essential oil company, guys. Okay, so because doTERRA is so awesome that we don't need to. So we just want to stand on how awesome we are. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to give them the guarantee. If you don't like the oils you purchased, you can return them in 30 days and get 100% product credit back to try something else, or 90% return back to your card. Okay, so this just takes out any fear of having buyer's remorse, right? So that's going to alleviate a lot of pressure right there. Okay, so now let's go into addressing their health goals. We're going to go through the top 10 oils and how these oils will help them. At this time, we're not going to offer any other products. Now, I will say that I do offer the Lifelong Vitality Pack, as I mentioned, because to me that is a key part to overall health and wellness, and it has made a huge difference in so many people on my team. Now, we're talking about the top 10 oils. I do add balance into that because everybody deals with stress, right? And it's also an oil that's in the Natural Solutions Kit, and we're always building towards the Natural Solutions Kit. I typically leave out oregano. Now, I will take it, but I don't typically talk about it unless there's a specific need, because oregano is not something that we're going to use every single day, right? So I kind of take out the oregano and add the balance in there when talking about the top 10. Okay, so now you're just going to say, now let's talk about our most popular oils. And then we're going to start going through the 10 oils. So you're going to say the first oil in your kit is, and you're going to pull out, say, lavender, and you're going to say you would use this for sleeping at night. I know you mentioned you had trouble with falling asleep, so lavender is going to be the oil that you use for that. You're going to get it out of your kit, you're going to apply it to your pulse points, bottom of your feet, and I would also suggest you put it in your diffuser, and it's going to help you get an amazing night's sleep. Now let me tell you what else lavender can do. Lavender is also great for allergies, so then you're going to tell them a little bit about what it does, but you always want to make sure you tie it back to their health goals as well, okay, if that makes sense. Now, you guys already watched the video on the top 10 oils, so you should have the basic knowledge of the top 10. So as you go through these oils, you're just going to, again, you're going to give them the information on what the oil does, but you're going to make sure you tie it back to their health goals. So you would say the next oil in your kit is peppermint. You mentioned that you struggle with headaches, and so peppermint is going to be the oil that you use for when you have a headache. You're going to get it out of your kit, and you're going to go into telling them how to apply it, okay, and what other great uses there are for peppermint. Because a lot of times when you're going into the other uses, maybe, say for allergies with peppermint or lavender, you know, that sparks in them, oh, well, you know what? My daughter really does struggle with allergies in the spring. Okay, so as you're going through these oils, you're also going to spark some other health goals that maybe they didn't think of. Okay, so then you're going to say, we've talked about what oils are, how to use them, and the most popular 10. Now I'm going to share with our 2 most popular kits. It looks like I had a spelling error there, you guys. I left out a word. We're going to share with you our 2 most popular kits. And then you're going to pull out your piece of paper that has the Home Essential Kit on it. Okay, so you're only going to show them 1 kit at a time. And you're going to go through the Home Essential Kit very briefly and show them what comes in the kit. You're going to say it comes with the awesome Petal Diffuser, which we have several of in our home. And then you're going to go through those 10 oils and just briefly go back to those health goals they had. You know, it comes with a 15 ml bottle of Digestin, which we talked about is going to help with those stomach issues that you had mentioned earlier. It comes with Breathe, which is going to help with that respiratory issues that your son deals with. And so you're just going to go through all of those and really show them the value of the Home Essential Kit. Okay, then you're going to pull out the paper that has the Natural Solutions Kit on it, and you're going to go through the Natural Solutions Kit just like you did the Home Essentials Kit. I like to point out that this kit is great if you're wanting to do a huge overhaul in your home and really bring natural products into your home and reduce the toxic load. Okay, talk to them about the Lifelong Vitality Pack comes in this kit, the Deep Blue Rub. So that's one reason we bring the Deep Blue Rub. People love it because it's amazing. You're also going to get the balance that we talked about. So you see how we built this towards the Natural Solutions Kit. So you're just going to go over these products, the coconut oil, so you'll be prepared to dilute your oils, the toothpaste, the shampoo and conditioner. This just really does an overall reduces toxic load in your home. Okay, so you're going to go over that kit, again pointing it back to how it's going to help them. And then you're going to say, if you were to get one of these, which would you prefer? And then listen. Okay, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask, could we write up your order for the Natural Solutions Kit today? Okay, again, you're just going to ask for the sale because that's what they're expecting us to do, right? They want oils by this point, right? So we would be doing them a disservice if we didn't ask for the sale. Okay, so they want to buy, now what? First of all, stay calm, right? You're going to say, okay, cool. So now what we're going to do is fill out this enrollment order form and select your starter kit, and that's it. It takes 3 or 4 days to arrive to your home. How does that sound? Okay, now if you're in a class setting, you're going to have those highlighted forms ready to pass around. You're going to tell them each to start filling out the highlighted portion, and you'll come around and address any questions they have individually. It's really important to try to get around to everybody at the class and just sit and talk to them about which kit is the best option for them and their specific needs. Okay, so now you're ready to write up the order, or you're going to troubleshoot. So either they say yes, and great, you're writing up their order, or they say no. Okay, and you're going to say, no problem. Let me show you why our starter kits are so amazing. Okay, so now you're going to pull out the Family Essential and the Aroma Touch Diffused kits. And you guys, it's so important to be super excited about these kits when you get in this situation, okay, because you don't want them to ever feel like they're getting less than, okay? You don't want them to be disappointed. There's nothing sadder for your customer than to walk away with nothing because you've showed them how amazing oils are. It's just like when you walk into a department store, right? You see your favorite sweater and you go up and you look at the price tag and you can't afford it. It's really disappointing and you walk away empty-handed. And so they don't want to walk away empty-handed either. So if they truly are not in a place where they can purchase the Home Essential or Natural Solutions Kit, this is where we're going to pull out our starter kits. So just be really excited about these kits and show them how amazing they are at getting started with oils, okay? And so you're going to go through each of those kits just like you did the Home Essential and Natural Solutions. Now I'm going to be honest with you here, when people see that Family Essential Kit and they compare it to the Home Essential Kit and they realize in the Home Essential they get 3 times the amount of oil and a diffuser, 80% of the time they're going to go ahead and get that Home Essential Kit anyway. They're going to see the value that it really just makes sense to go ahead and get the Home Essential Kit because you get so much more bang for your buck. But if not, that's fine. You guys have the Family Essential and Aroma Touch Diffused Kit are great kits as well. Okay, so if you show them those 2 kits and they still say no, you're going to say, no problem. Would you like to get an intro kit with 3 oils for $35 cash today? Now, I really don't like selling retail. I very rarely sell retail because I just hate to see people spend more money than they have to. But if that is the only option, then it's better for them to go home with something, to go home empty-handed, right? And you can always talk to them about the $35 wholesale membership and then adding on their oils or adding on complementary products. But we really want them to go home with something, because then they're going to have that great oil experience, and then that's going to open the door for showing them how they can start building their stash slowly, right? Okay, if they say they need to talk to their spouse, you're going to say, no problem. How do you feel? You just want to get a feel for how do they feel? Which kit do they really want? What is their feelings on the oils right now? And then you're going to find something they're comfortable with buying today. Because even if they're super excited and they want the Natural Solutions kit and they're excited they want to go home and talk to their husband about the Natural Solutions kit, the problem with that is when they go home and ask their husband for $600 to buy this kit, we haven't given the husband that value, right? We haven't built that value to him. He wasn't at the class or one-on-one, so there's a good chance he's going to say no. So it's better for them to go home with something, a starter kit or a few oils, and be able to go home and both of them have that experience with the oils, and then they're going to be more than ready to come back and purchase some more oils in the coming months. Okay? Super easy, you guys. So practice presenting. That is really the key to all of this. Just keep practicing and keep presenting. And I'm going to try to get my video back on here. Okay, so that's really easy, right, you guys? This is so simple, and you are going to end up having so much fun with this. Once you get comfortable with these scripts and comfortable with talking to people, it's so fun to go and just watch people's lives transformed. And you go and you get them enrolled, and then they come back and tell you how amazing these oils are, and then you get them plugged into an oil camp, and they come back and they just turn into these crazy oily people like we are, right? And they're using oils all day long for everything and telling everybody about them. So it is so much fun to watch that transformation take place. And this is the starting point. And you guys are going to you're going to love it. You're going to find that you just love talking to people and doing appointments and classes. So I'm really excited for you. So next we're going to talk about how to do a membership overview, right? So now we have people enrolled. The next step is going to be the membership overview. So I will see you guys in a little while, and we will talk about that next. I hope you have a great day.